welcome back. And let me go ahead and introduce myself again. For those who don't know, I am Niecy, and I have my girls here with me, which is
Keisha,
Coco.
And we just going to go ahead and jump right into it. I have a question for you ladies. Do y'all feel as though social media has played a huge role in how we view relationships? For example, oftentimes we see on our timelines a lot of these celebrity couples, they get together and their quote unquote relationship goals.
Fake.
Right. How do y'all feel about the pressure that they put on relationships as far as wanting the relationship to have like a perfect image to it?
You mean in the real world?
Right, in the real world.
Mm-hmm.
Like our reality versus their reality.
right?
How do y'all feel about that?
Well, I think it's like a makeup with a lot of other things that we see as far as like sports cars, and you really can get a Maserati. You know what I'm saying?
You balling out.
I got her too. Right. I got his and her Maseratis and stuff like that. You know you can't do that. So I think it's a mental thing. And it's a challenge that you will have to fight yourself. But it is really hard.
And it's easy to get caught up.
And when you're getting caught up in that. Mm-hmm. But it takes a bigger person to focus on, okay, I have to live, instead of being with the Joneses, I got to live in real life, in my reality, my pocket. Right. You know what I'm saying? But people drain their pockets just to be like everybody else. And that is real fucked up. That's some fucked up shit. Yeah. So, and when you're broke, that hinders your relationship. That will make because you're bitter, and then you're like, and he in the bathroom, fuck this bitch. I'm about to get on my phone,
That's the truth.
and she in the room in the bed. This nigga ain't
because
shit.
you wanna hop on a jet. It makes you feel like, damn, I just want to hop on a jet. I want to take a trip. Damn, I want to go to the Gucci store. Damn, I want a Ferrari. You know what I'm saying? We see these images, and I think it puts a false image on how our relationships really is, right? In the real world. Mm-hmm. A part of that, I'm a kind of gear it towards the whole Jay-Z and Beyonce. They are the stigma of the relationship goals. Right. You know what I'm saying?
They have a different career.
And they do. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. But I feel like that kind of hinders, our relationship, because we live in that false reality. That's not our reality.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So
I just feel like with social media, it's a big influence, period. Whether it's relationship, finances, career, anything. And I think with people now, with social media being so big, everybody want to keep up with everybody. Everybody want to compete with each other. Mm-hmm. And just like with the Jay-Z and Beyonce, they got more money than us, but they got the same problems as us. It's just that they may or may not broadcast like some people do on social media. Yeah. And that's one thing I don't like, I don't agree with. I don't feel like every time you have an issue in your relationship, you need to jump on social media.
Yeah, you don't.
Mm-hmm. And I think with a lot of stars, they only put up what they want us to see. So yeah, they can be relationship goals. But then you got your regular Toms and whoever, they putting all their issues up with their man or their girl, and their business. Yeah. Mm-hmm. So that's I don't like that. I think a lot of people use social media for the wrong things or view it as the wrong things. You shouldn't want to be relationship goals for nobody. Make your own goals.
Make your own goals. Right.
Every relationship is different. Mm-hmm. Every person is different. You can't be, my relationship can't be like your relationship because we're dealing with two different people and they're dealing with two different people. But because social media is so big now, everybody wants to be like everybody. Everybody wants to do everything that everybody else is doing.
They do anything for clout.
Right. Pretty much. And then we're trying to uphold that, and we ain't got the same money as these stars. And no, my man does not work this job or get that money. So no, we can't ride in a jet. We gonna ride in that Honda. But everybody is looking to compare and to compete. Right.
But just because you ride in that Honda don't mean that you're not happy.
Right. We're still
don't mean that your relationship is messed up.
But that's the point I'm making.
Within themselves.
Exactly.
Right.
They are
They're content with themselves.
Right. Exactly. And that's how it's supposed to be. It's been people together for 50 years living in a 1-bedroom apartment.
And happy.
And they just as happy.
3 kids. kids and they've been happy. You know what I'm saying?
What's the secret?
Yeah, right. You know,
that's the real bag. What's the secret?
What is the secret?
I guess it's hard trying to keep a relationship together.
It is. You
know what I'm saying? Like, as I was stating before, you know, we continuously we grow. Right. So you got to always meet your partner where you are or where they are. And sometimes, and I say this often, I can see how married couples can grow apart as they get older because you're two different people. You're not the same people you were when you first came into the relationship. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So I would really like to know, what is the secret?
Right.
What is that secret?
To me,
I think it's accepting that person
unconditionally.
To me, because I know when I was playing house, I'm gonna call it playing house. When I was playing house for 10 years, I thought that, you know, I was writing notes, I was playing the perfect wife,
right,
but the perfect fake wife. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And what I thought was good and how it was supposed to be. But you know, when it's not brought back to you,
yes,
it's like, okay,
you feel drained.
You feel drained, and you're like, okay, I'm not receiving what I'm giving out.
Right.
So that kind of, and then that's where the communication lies in, because then you lose that. You know what I'm saying? And then you're like, that's how your mate switches up, and you're like, okay, they switching their pattern. Like, what's going on? They cheating. And when all reality is, you're assuming. And when reality is just that you're not giving back what I'm giving to you.
Right.
So I'm just going to stop. You know what I'm saying? I got bigger things to do then.
Right.
I'm going to focus more on other things in the house. I'm going to focus more on me then.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So that's where I think that, you know, it needs to be more of love. I think once you get to know somebody, accept the person of who they are. And some people don't know how to love. Some people don't know how to love.
They don't. And I also feel like this is another thing that we lose in relationships. We lose the courtship.
Yeah.
I feel like we get too complacent.
You should always chase.
And see, once you've been in it for so long,
you get
then you get too comfortable.
Yeah.
And I feel like
I think that should go for men and women, because
absolutely.
I do think a lot of times we do put the pressure on men, like, hey, you ain't doing this, you ain't doing that, you know, but it has to be both ways, you know, and I'm guilty of that too. I expect, oh, well, you need to be doing this and you need to be doing that, but I ain't doing it either.
Because you see what you hear or you see
what other people are doing. Right.
That comes from us scrolling.
Right.
And we're looking.
And we're comparing.
And you compare. And it's just not a good road to go down. So I absolutely agree with that.
Yeah. And that can be a really devastating situation when that communication is not there on how you're feeling.
Right. So do y'all think, like, if social media wasn't as big, or if it, you know, we didn't have it, will we have a lot of relationship issues still?
No. I'm sorry.
I think so.
You think so?
I think so. Because before social media, it was relationship issues.
But I think it was behind closed doors.
It was
more.
No, it was, girl, Steve bought me this MCM bag, bitch.
It was.
But you don't have an MCM bag. Your nigga can't buy you one.
Right.
But he can make sure the lights paid. He can make sure you got food in the house.
Amen.
But this bitch getting a ring. She getting MCM bag. She
so
getting
that's
her
what you want.
nails
right.
done.
Right. So you want a baller. Right.
You want a baller, but you getting, not saying jealous. You're like, what are you doing when you can't give me this?
Right.
So it was that before social media, word of mouth.
But then on,
you know what I'm saying?
Back off of that, we don't know the dynamics of their relationship, because although in the forefront, we talking about he done got her this, and
but we don't know what's going on behind closed doors.
It could be a situation of domestic violence. It could be a situation of a lot of cheating, you know, going on.
And he's doing that because he feel guilty of something.
Exactly.
Right.
But you know, and he might just have that bag where he can do that. But that's why that goes back to us looking on social media. It's the same thing.
Right.
Word of mouth.
We're just word of mouth comparison.
But social media takes up a lot of our time. So a lot of the time that we can have actually socializing with our mate,
we spend it scrolling, comparing.
So I feel like
feeling like we missing something.
Right.
Social media is a job now.
Yeah, it is.
It's another job. It's a second job.
It's a lot to keep up.
It
takes away a lot of your time. You know what I'm saying? Even when it comes down to our children, you know, we're on our phones, and I feel like that is just, it's totally bad.
But we are the last generation of I'll be 38 in September. So we're the last generation of when it wasn't social media, when we didn't have cell phones.
So we know what it was like prior to.
We know what it was like. You know what I'm saying? Where you ain't have to worry about, I don't even know how I kept up with my friends.
Yep.
Right.
I still have friends from elementary school.
Yep. So do I.
You know what I'm saying? How did we do that? I can't remember now because the social media then blinded me so much. I don't remember how I kept in touch with my friends, but I went outside.
Right.
We got knocked in the head if we ain't go outside. Yeah, we got our ass beat if we wasn't back by the lights came on. You know what I'm saying? Right. So we didn't have time for that. And we knew what time Thundercats was coming on. We knew what time different shows was coming on. So it like really had built the bracket. Like my son David, my 12-year-old, this Fortnite thing. We had video games. We had Nintendo. We had Sega Genesis. Atari, all that. We had all of that.
We wasn't glued to the TV.
But you know what the thing
these
is?
Kids are now.
This new damn game, you can't even pause it.
Yeah,
it's no pause. On. So you're in action
constantly.
I'm in action
constantly.
And I'm like, David, get off that game so you can eat. I can't pause it. I said, what you mean you can't pause it? We paused our games. Let me go get something to eat, get back to the game. Social media and these games are taking our minds to a different level, taking the
we're not engaging, we're not having family time.
Everything, our family time, jobs are already taking our family time. Because we have to work harder because things are getting more expensive.
Yes.
So, and then for these other things to take our time.
Right.
How do we focus on that?
So my question is, do you all feel with social media being so big and now you got kids young as 11, 12 on social media. Do you feel like they're teaching our kids about relationships versus us sitting down? You know what I'm saying? From them seeing so much.
The break, I've had that conversation with my oldest.
Okay.
That's something that I feel like before I even allow you to get an Instagram account or get a Facebook account, this is something that I want to specifically talk to you about so you could be more aware.
Right.
Because not all the time I'm going to be in a room where I can control what you see.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And sex is everywhere.
It is.
Images is everywhere. You know what I'm saying? So I just think it's all on your parenting style. Exactly. You know what I'm saying? So I just think it's all on it's your personal choice.
I think that is nothing we could do about that.
Right.
I'm sorry.
That's how I feel.
Because it's everywhere. Just like when we were little, it was in school.
Right.
I ain't hear about let's play hide and go get it. It's how I went. It's at recess at school. Oh shit! Let's take it to the hood. We playing hide and go get it. You know what I'm saying? Smack the girl in the back.
Right.
So you learn things as you're growing in life. Period. And there's nothing that you can do
to stop it.
To stop your child unless you want her to be Rapunzel. You know what I'm saying? And she gonna let her head down one day, and she gonna let a nigga up in there.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
That's true.
And
get curious. You know what I'm saying? But I just want them to be more responsible. So
That's all you can do.
I'm open with mine, right? So I always engage. You know what I'm saying? Even when it come down to my youngest, you know what I'm saying? She see girls twerking.
Yeah.
Even when she see me and I'm on my phone, she's looking at images and she's like, "Oh, mommy, what's that?"
Right,
you know what I'm saying? So I'm already having these conversations with them to make them more aware. You know what I'm saying? This is cool. This is what's not cool. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't you ever conduct yourself in this way. Always conduct yourself in this way. You know what I'm saying? So, like I said, it depends on your parenting style. It depends on what you're most comfortable with, you know.
But you know what's funny about it? What's so funny is because the shit that's going on now is no different than what was going on in the 90s.
It's just that social media. It's just
the only
social
thing
media. It's the platform.
We had MTV, The Box, a Rump Shaker. Everybody that ain't been Uncle Luke. We had Uncle Luke. We had all of that. They was gutter. You know what I'm saying? This Blueface
even our kids was talking about popping out coochie.
This Blueface baby ain't nothing. Okay,
we had kids. I mean, we was talking raunchy.
Yeah,
and,
it was a lot of raunchy stuff going on.
Did.
And I hate when people say that this is everything changed. That's what our parents said.
It's just the platform is different.
Then, nothing's changed, but. Society, the platform of everything, same shit, different toilet.
Right.
That's exactly what it is. You know, but like I said, there's nothing you could do to control it. You just have to monitor it.
Yeah, and that's one of the hardest things to do.
So
it's trying to control
on the relationship thing. Far as you have some people out here that may follow their mate on social media, and then you have some that may not.
I don't want to follow my mate.
I don't either.
No, don't follow me
because my mind get to going. So I don't do the following. I did it before and it went south.
I don't have an issue.
So I'll pull myself away. No, because I just feel like if you gonna do something, you gonna do it, and God gonna find a way for me to figure it out. Right. But I don't know. I think because I did have it, I was just always on the page, just looking, just waiting to find one thing. Oh, you like this person?
See, I don't go.
So that's why I stopped. I can't do it. Right. I can't do it.
Yeah, that's a problem. When you're looking for something, you're gonna find something that you don't want to. You're gonna find that snake under the bed. Right. If you don't. But it's a lot of people out here that do that. Yeah.
And there's a lot of people out here that follow their mate for that. You had people jumping in other people's DMs. Oh, well, why you liking my man picture? Or why you liking my girl?
You liked his picture.
Right.
Or she liked your picture too many times.
Right. Yeah, I have done that. And I'm not even interested in your nigga. Right. At all.
I just like the picture.
I liked his picture. Or he liking my picture. Yep. I don't care.
But with social media, people take likes as, oh, you trying to hit on my mate?
Has made you overthink.
Right.
You see an image and you overthink, and then that
or see a like and they feel like, oh my, you know what I mean? People out here, they be like, oh, I like the picture, and oh yeah, they man slid up in my DM. It's like, why you know, people do that.
Yeah.
They take a like as you liking them literally. Like, no, I just like the picture.
I just like the picture.
I thought that was the concept of social media.
Exactly.
Right. See something you like it and you keep it moving.
Yeah, exactly. And I couldn't, but as far as the relationship, I'm not in a relationship, but if I was and we both had such, I don't want him to follow me and I don't want to follow him. Right. And I think if I did follow him, I don't think I would be searching, but one thing that would come across, I'd be like, okay, I might get in my feelings, but I just rather not. I think it'd be a lot of conflict in a relationship.
I mean,
not for me, but maybe for him.
I wouldn't have,
because men are visual.
They are.
We're not. We're more mental. Men are more visual. So it's like things that they see, they can get jump. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Mr. Peter jump. Yeah. And he like, God damn. And he might not be interested, but it just
happened that way.
It just happened that way. But that's natural and that's normal. But I don't think I could. I don't want him. That's something my privacy.
Yeah,
like if
that's me.
Like
I'm very private.
I wouldn't get mad if I was out all day and I'm on my way in the house. I'm hungry as shit. I may know that you already ate. Well, maybe you didn't. But it's food in the house, and I want me some. I don't like Chipotle, but I want me some Chipotle. Right. I'm gonna eat that shit in the motherfucking car. I do that shit with my kids.
I do it with mine too. I ain't even gonna lie.
Call me Cuddy Buddy.
But at the end of the day, I don't want to share. So that's just what it is.
And I think in a relationship, you should have your own space sometimes.
Yes. Yep.
That's how you should have your own space. Don't look at my phone.
Yes. It's
you look at my property. I have a problem with that because I feel like you're searching for something.
Yeah.
So you're not trusting me.
You don't trust me.
You're not trusting me. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to look in your phone.
Right.
I don't want to look in your pocket.
I think that's a dangerous game.
You don't give me an indication that I would need to do that. So why even do that? You're creating a problem in our relationship. You know what I'm saying? So of course. So how do y'all feel about oftentimes, you know, when we chit chat or whatever, we have girl talk, and let's say one of our girlfriends, they just met a dude or whatever, and you know, they kicking it, and the dude don't want to be on social media. Now, you know, us, we like to take pictures and selfies, and we want to show our nigga off, and you know, but then you got the guy.
No, I would do that on my page if I was.
But sometimes the guy is not opposed to being on.
Look, unless that nigga work for FBI, NASA.
I'm just saying, like I know me personally, I know
I would be irritated.
They feel like, don't put me on your social media. I don't want no posts on your social media. So to me, it's like, I mean, I kind of get it, right? But then it's like, is it something that you have?
Right.
Like,
that's how I would feel.
Right.
I would feel like
everybody on social media. Right. So who you don't want to see?
Who you would only post somebody that you're really in a relationship with.
Right.
I would think somebody would only post somebody that they're really with instead of just posting a random.
Right.
But
oftentimes, I mean, you know,
But
Listen.
I mean, I would have a problem. I would think something is very sneaky going on.
They got some side chicks on the
You got
side.
a side bitch or something. You know what I'm saying? Something ain't right.
Because if you got a whole social media
about me, and you just don't want
on my social
me
media
to
page,
show off what we got going on.
Yeah. Right. That's why I said it has to be really real. And obviously, you're not on the same level that I am on with you.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You're not as serious as I am for you.
So is that a deal breaker? Do you think that's a deal breaker?
I don't think so. I mean, I don't think it should be a deal breaker. But I think it means more. You need more time. I think that means that you need more time.
I think it all just depends
You know what I'm
on
saying?
if you're comfortable with that or not. Like you have some people, all right, well, okay, whatever. They're not going to think too much about it. Then you have some that might be, oh, okay, what is it that you got to hide? Just think it's all on what you're comfortable with. Me personally, it will run my mind crazy. Like, okay, you got a whole social media, but you don't want to put you on mine.
Yeah, that's
I mean,
crazy.
what's up with that? You know, but everybody got their own way of dealing with things, and
But that's just like if a woman was proposed to and she said no. Is that a deal breaker though?
Yes.
You think so?
That's a deal breaker.
But what if she just wasn't ready? She loves him and she still wants to be with him, but she's just not ready for marriage.
right? But do you think that
But that's the ultimate goal for most relationships.
But do you think he will
It
feel
is,
like he
though.
needs to continue to be in a relationship with her?
I mean,
I don't
because
think- I mean,
still have some
at
men
that
that
point,
would.
you're not even going to feel like the next go round. He's probably not even going to be there to even want to repropose.
But that's just like a woman saying, I'm ready to get married. When are we going to do this?
Right.
But I'm not proposing to you.
But
we
that's-
can mention that, but I'm not proposing to you. To propose, that means like I'm ready.
A man is supposed to propose.
Right.
I hate to see a woman propose. I'm sorry.
I
That
agree.
is disrespectful.
I'm not doing that.
You don't need to propose. Don't get on your
Absolutely.
knees to no nigga.
Right.
I'm gonna bust you in the head with a bottle. Okay. So, but if she's ready, if I'm ready, that means that's kind of looking at it in a certain way. Because if I'm ready and I'm telling you, look, I'm ready to get married. I'm not proposing to you, but I'm telling you I'm ready.
Right.
And like 3 more years later, you're not proposing, but I'm telling you I'm ready. But
Right.
if he proposed and then a man telling her I'm ready by proposal, she's not ready. Isn't that the same thing though? Why is that so different?
Okay, so my take on it is
Because he's the man and he's ready?
well, no, because leading up to that, you have conversations with your mate. You know, eventually you're going to say, okay, this is what I want for the future. You know, like this is where I see us. We're going to have kids. Of course, everybody want the white picket fence. So I feel like these are prior conversations that you have with your mate. So the man know when the time is right. He already know when he spots his wife. He knows that's going to be
Exactly.
mine. You know what I'm saying? So leading up to that, to all the
should
prior
be a
conversations,
conversation.
when
Okay.
he do finally take that step and you say no, it's just like, okay, then what more else can I give to put into this relationship?
Yeah,
if you're
exactly.
saying no,
That's true.
then what more left is there to give?
That means it's something missing.
Right.
It's something missing.
That could be. That could be. It could be your communication. It could be, you know, maybe you just not vibing with that person. Maybe, you know, maybe your physical attraction is not the same as it once was. It could be. It could be a lot of different reasons why.
That's true. That's true.
So-
I can understand that. I
Yeah.
guess I could put that. I could take that.
So, okay, so that was pretty interesting. You know, y'all takes on relationships and commitment and communication.
Yeah.
So, all right, y'all. Well, thanks again for tuning in. Welcome to the PodJunkie. For those who haven't subscribed, y'all can reach us on YouTube.
Hit the like
PodJunkie. Hit the like
button.
button. Subscribe. Tell us what you think. It's an open forum. Thanks again, guys. Thanks for tuning in. Cheers, everybody. Cheers. We'll see you next time.
We need some Patron.
Yo, bye.